Welcome to Dish in the City. Tonight, Dish in the City visits Aria, a superb dining location located right here in Cherry Creek at 250 Josephine. Seeking to explore new horizons in culinary art, your tastes will be surprised and beyond satisfied. Thanks for watching tonight's show, and remember to visit this amazing restaurant.
Chef Michael Long brings his inspired cuisine to Cherry Creek. Truly one-of-a-kind culinary creations that will pleasure your palate in an intimate and eclectic setting.
More and more top chefs are doing things that are still amazingly creative on the plate, but economics force you to abandon the heavy crystal glasses and the tablecloths and the pomp and circumstances. And people don't expect that anymore. You know, they want a fun place to go where they can go with their friends, and they want the food to be approachable but fun. I still am able to do some of the more avant-garde stuff in moments and wine dinners. Hey, come in and get these Brussels sprouts. These things look great. Pick it up. Look at that. You know, good food always looks good when you're making it. You know, bacon, onions. James Beard always said to grill your steaks in a cast iron skillet. In our fine dining restaurant in the suburbs, it was a great spot, but the facility was really devoted. We could only do one thing, and that was white tablecloth fine dining. Now here we have a private room where I can do wine dinners, so I could serve a special menu to adventurous eaters, some of the real wild and crazy stuff that won't appeal to the general public. I'll show you something clever. If you like clever stuff. You like clever stuff, right, Gustavo? Yep. So if you say, a lot of people do sashimi or raw tuna type of plates, right? But yeah, you want to have a little fun with it. Lunch is definitely fancy resort style lunch. Lunch doesn't have the same, you know, it's burgers, but like example is something clever like an Oscar burger. So it's a burger that's topped with grilled asparagus, crab meat, and hollandaise. So that's veal Oscar is a classic French dish. Escoffier, right? It's veal medallions with lobster or crab, asparagus, and béarnaise or hollandaise. So I'd taken that and put it on a hamburger. And that's, I think, something that's very Cherry Creek. They would say you don't play with your food. But I'm disinclined to agree with that. I think it's okay to play with your food a little bit. We're going to do something fun with it. So in this case, we're going to play tic-tac-toe. And you have what in your head, what you're trying to do, and then it tastes good and then people want it, you have everything ready, then you can create something interesting or artistic without a lot of fuss and bother, as long as you know yourself are ready to go. So that means in a minute or two you can make a tic-tac-toe board. But here, it's your turn. Where are you going to put your X or your O? I don't know, it might be closed out already, huh? We offer a steak dish that's kind of like a deconstructed steak, a porterhouse. So instead of having this giant porterhouse on the plate, we have a 4-ounce fillet and a 4-ounce New York strip, because a porterhouse isn't a fillet and New York strip. Instead of just a bone you can't eat, there's a marrow bone. You can scoop the marrow out and eat it in the middle, where the T-bone would be on a porterhouse. And then one thing is on a bed of mushrooms, the other has mashed potatoes, and then there's creamed spinach, just like in a steakhouse, but little bits of each. So it's, if you can imagine a delicate presentation of porterhouse, redefined, that's a porterhouse steak. Okay? Now you say it doesn't look like a porterhouse steak, right? But it's better than a porterhouse steak because it's not one big slab of meat. It's filet, sirloin, the bone is edible, the cream spinach is made fresh. You got these wild mushrooms. This is what we're doing. This is why we're different. This is why we are better. That is probably our signature dish. That's what we're all about. We take something that people recognize. We take something that appeals to the clientele that's going to be coming to Cherry Creek for shopping and for entertainment. And we give them something that they recognize, but we take it and we make it into something that's new. Something that's exciting, something that they haven't seen before. So that's our raison d'etre right there.
We're venturing into fusion with the kitchen as far as mixing the bar and the kitchen. We've got a root beer float, caramelizing marshmallows, skewering those and putting them on a root beer infused, root beer and vanilla vodka infused martini. So we're gonna work with the chef and get some things to put in drinks, some small tomatoes for the Bloody Marys and some shrimp and things like that. So trying to combine a little bit of the chef's talents with the bar talent as well. So our drinks here at Aria actually kind of a mix. We used a little bit of our Opus bar menu also. I created that as well, and then our other bar manager Jason, we kind of combined it. We went around the area and checked out some martinis and some places that were successful in the area, and kind of put our own little swing on a new type of country club, Cherry Creek-esque style martini list. So we've got gone back to classical, stirring, not shaken, not a bunch of watered down liquor. Try to give them a nice value for what they're getting, and really nice liquor drink. Fair price for a great drink actually. So this is our pomegranate martini right here. It's one of our signature martinis on the menu. We also we have some classics like the Gimlet, Gibson, Grasshopper, things like that for the classic martini crowd and dining crowd. But we do have the modern type martinis for the younger crowd as well as the ladies. So this is the pomegranate. It's our signature pomegranate martini.
It's funny you mentioned dish in the city. We're bringing our dish to the city, and I think it's a big step for us. And for me personally, after being in Littleton for 9 years and hearing, yeah, it's great, but it's Littleton. All I've heard is if it was only in Denver, we would actually go there.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I mean, look at that. I mean, that's a kaleidoscope flavor right there, and color. It's not a little dark and pinky, but you see the bones, the fresh bones, the veal bones. That's how you make. That's how sauce is made. Real sauce. Okay, not from a jar, not from a can.
Thanks for watching tonight's show. And remember to visit this amazing restaurant and tell us about your favorite restaurants at fishinthecity.com.